Hi guys, it's Courtney here again with some life, business, and copywriting tips to help you as a rebel with a cause. So today I wanted to tell you a little bit of a copywriter's secret, and this is going to be the way that you find the right words to say on your sales pages, in your about page, and your everywhere else on your website and where you communicate with your business, the right words that have that hit you in the gut feeling with people where they're like, oh my God, yes, I have to have this person gets me, et cetera, that you're looking for. So I know how frustrating it is to find these words. I myself, I have strategies, but it can be exhausting and frustrating to find the right thing. And so today I'm going to tell you the copywriter secret. Are you ready for it? The secret to great copy is using the words that people are already using. Now, I don't mean anyone, right? I mean using the words that your exact ideal client or customer is already using. So I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can start doing this, 3 actions that you can start taking, and hopefully you'll be able to make your copy rock and make people say, yes, 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 I have to have it. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to create a file on your computer, and I want you to call it Target Client. So in this file, I want you to put any documents that are sort of talking about the persona of your target client, your avatar, anything like that. But I also want you to create a document in this file, and I want you to call it Client's Language. And anytime you see someone who's in your target market talking about your industry online or anything related to your industry, I want you to put that language in this document because it's going to be language you can use when you create your copy. This is going to help you out so much, okay? So this, I think, is going to be the most useful collection you could ever make in your life. Collect things that you see people saying, for example, on Facebook, on Twitter, join Facebook groups of people who are in your client or your target market. For example, my target market is, generally speaking, female entrepreneurs with creative online businesses. So any group where those kind of people are hanging out, you better bet I'm there and I am paying attention to what they're saying and keeping track of sort of the problems they're talking about, the solutions they want, and making sure that I'm creating offers and presenting offers that are going to be of use to them and of service to them. So I want you to create that file and start collecting this stuff. I'm sure you already have emails and tweets and Facebook posts and things that you can put in there. You can always just take screenshots and stuff like that. Okay, the second thing I want you to do is once you have that sort of collection, you're going to need to go a little deeper. You're not going to find every single word of language and just paste it together to create your copy. You're going to have to go a little deeper. So I want you to open up a blank document, and I want you to, now that you have all of these resources that sort of explain who your target client is, I want you to pretend you're them. Close your eyes and step into their lives, and I want you to just start brainstorming and writing down all the thoughts and things that this person has, the frustrations they have. You can do it sort of as when you wake up in the morning to when you go to bed at night, and just journal as you are this person. And this is going to help you to fill in some of those gaps of what you're missing when you collect the copy yourself. Okay, and the third and final thing I want you to do is I want you to go through any copy that you already have for your business and take note of any areas where you're not using your client's language, a lot of times this is where you're using sort of lingo in your industry. A lot of people make the mistake of writing to colleagues instead of clients, which happens because we have this thing called the curse of knowledge. Once you know how to, be an expert in your industry, it can become really difficult to talk to someone who's not an expert in your industry. So this is how you're gonna stop doing that. But you have to notice anywhere in your copy where you are doing that so that you can change it and use some of those resources that I gave you above. Okay, so I hope you found that helpful, and go out and start taking action and updating your copy, and tweet me with any results you get from this, or if you like this post, make sure to share it on Facebook and Twitter. Okay, see you next time.